Today on CityCast Philly, donuts are one of those foods you can enjoy year round, from cakey style to ones topped with jimmies and vegan ones too. Philly's got them all. Back in November, CityCast Philly food contributor Dave Wes and I chatted about the best spots to grab a sweet treat. It's Wednesday, March 13th. I'm Trinina Ree, and here's what Philly's talking about. Dave, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. This is becoming a monthly thing. I'm so happy.
It is. If we were tracking it, it's so much calories that we're eating. But hey, it's good food. All right, let's talk about donuts. But first, what's your favorite style of donut?
Ooh, my favorite style of donut. I like a good yeasty donut.
Yeasty. Okay, yeah. I've never heard someone describe a donut like that.
Oh, because like you have like the yeastier ones, which are like the lighter ones, and then you have the heavier ones, which I like to call like the cakier donuts.
Cakey ones. Okay, yeah. All right, I see what you mean.
So that's what I mean. The lighter ones, but it needs to have icing on it, some sort of sweetness on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will say I like those type of donuts too. Lighter, kind of chewier, if that's a way to describe it, right? Yeah, so less on the cake. See, the cakey ones you have to have coffee with.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I agree with that.
But I will pass on the donuts that involve cream. I can't stand it.
Oh, so when you say cream, do you mean like Boston cream, like the pudding, or more like the light and fluffy, or both?
Yeah, anything from Boston, ugh. Yeah, I just can't. We're a family divided. My son loves Boston creams. I'm like, who raised you?
Everybody has their preference.
Yeah, okay. So I talked about like dipping a donut into coffee. Is that something that you do?
No, I will eat it upside down so the icing hits my tongue first.
Okay, I like that tip.
Yeah, long as all the toppings, jimmies, or whatever's on it are fastened securely with icing, I'll do that. I get some looks when I do it that way, but that's also how I eat ice cream.
Well, I'm sure you'll get looks if you were that person in the office who like cuts donuts in fours.
Oh, they're the worst. They are the worst.
Just eat the whole damn donut.
Commit to the donut. I don't want to grab 1/4 that you already fingered through and half the Boston cream spilling out of the side.
Get out of here. Okay. Let's go on a donut tour around the city. Where should we go first?
Ooh. Well, let's do one that is everywhere around the city. So he does pop-ups. So you would need to follow his Instagram. It's Manna Bakery, and his tag is Manna Bakery 1324. And he doesn't have a brick and mortar yet, but it's in his game plan. He's making these amazing donuts. Like he's doing things that you don't see, like a creme brulee donut with like a hard top where you can hear it crack when you take a bite. He just makes really good baked goods. He has a chocolate chip cookie that rivals New York City's Levian Bakery. It's big and thick, lots of chocolate, walnuts inside. I highly recommend you following this guy, Manna Bakery 1324.
Okay, I love that. Where should we go next?
Well, another donut shop that's all around Philadelphia is Federal Donuts.
Oh, yes.
They're like the gold standard. They popped up and they have one. It seems like every part of Philadelphia, they have one. They have the old-fashioned donuts, and then they have their fancy donuts, and they have fried chicken. What's not to love about that?
Don't forget those fries, those seasoned fries that they have. You know what, Dave? I think I've been to almost all of the Federal Donut locations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah? You did a little tour?
Yeah, I think I've gone to almost all of their locations. And it was specifically to find that Eagles donut that they made when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. I forget what the flavor was, but the coating was a green hard icing with like metallic type green sprinkles or something like that. It definitely was a cakey donut, if I remember.
Yeah, the old fashioned.
And I think Federal makes a lot of like cakey donuts. I love They've got something called like the pumpkin donut. That's really good. And I love the dirty chai.
Uh, you ever do the hack where you order the chicken sandwich and you take the chicken out of the sandwich and you put it between two donuts?
No, I haven't done that.
Your cardiologist will not be happy with you, but it tastes amazing. It's amazing.
I love it. Dave, let's talk about donut flavors a little bit more.
Okay.
Who has some of the best flavors downtown?
Ooh, I would say mochi ring donuts. You were kind of talking about it earlier, like you want a nice bite in a donut. Well, these donuts are made with like mochi flour. So you have like when you bite into it, as a nice chew, and they use the most delicious icing on the donuts. Like you can get strawberry, you can get mocha.
Mm,
Sometimes you can get one with a pokey stick on it, and they're like on little circles, so they're very shareable. Which this
okay.
might be the only donut that in an office you could pull apart because they're little circles that are all connected. I might
Oh, that's
allow it.
cute. You might allow
Yeah.
it. Tell me where they're located.
Mochi Ring, they have one in Rittenhouse, West Center City.
Okay. Tell me about what you have Budokan, which is in Old City, on your donut tour list.
Yes.
Why are they there?
Well, they have their version of a Chinese donut, which is delicious. After you eat all the delicious food in Budokan, they've been in Philly forever. I feel like everybody goes there for the edamame dumplings, but um,
Yeah, it's been like everyone's birthday go-to dinner spot for
you
years.
see that giant gold Buddha, like everyone
Yeah.
has a picture with that Buddha. But at the end, I always order their Chinese donuts. It comes out in the like traditional Chinese takeout container on its side with these sugar coated donuts and like
Mm.
chocolate different dipping sauces. So I just like dippy time right inside and throw a couple back. It's so good.
I love that. Dave, there's been a lot of talk recently about these vegan donuts lately. People have different dietary needs. Are they a big deal for you?
For me, I do enjoy donuts, but I don't have any allergies and I eat everything. So I think it's great for the people who do have that dietary restriction that they have somewhere that they can enjoy something and actually like look at the entire menu. So I'm happy for people that like, oh, I can get every single donut or I can get it like a dozen. So for those of you who want to know, that option for you would be Dottie's Donuts.
And they have different locations around the city, right?
Yes, they're located in West Philly, Society Hill, and Wissahickon.
Nice. Okay. Philly has a lot of German history, Amish roots.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, this is hard because, oh, who makes the best Amish made donuts?
So I love Byler's Donuts
Yes.
in the Reading
You say
Terminal.
Bylers. I used to pronounce it Beelers.
I don't know. You could be
I
right.
don't know. You could be right too. I don't know.
We gotta bring someone German on and ask them how they say it. But they make some incredible donuts. But the sleeper there that I always have to get is actually their blueberry or apple fritters. They're so good. They're misshapen. They got a glaze over it, and they're probably my go-to. I would put them in the donut category, but they have donuts with bacon, with any sort of topping, jelly filled, cream filled, whatever you want. It's a must stop in the Reading Terminal.
Nice. I think their donuts are perfect for the
Oh
office
yeah,
because there's so many different combinations. Um, yeah, it's just yum.
yeah. That and you have to go to the Reading Terminal, so you can get the
Right.
donuts, you can get everything that you need.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Dave, we both know that South Philly has great restaurants and bakeries. Is there a donut shop that is a must go to in South Philly?
Yeah, I would say Frangili's in South Philly is a must stop. They make what I call cut creams or what they call cut creams, which is like a donut. And they take a knife, they cut it, and they fill it with cream. So it's like a cream sandwich. It's not like a traditional, there's a small little hole and they pump it with cream. And
Okay.
it's not like a heavy cream like a Boston cream. It's like a light, whipped, fluffy cream, it's phenomenal. I love them.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll try
Yeah.
it.
It's not like a pudding gloopiness. It's like definitely lighter.
Got it. Where else in South Philly?
Oh, Cuclet Brazilian Bakehouse. They make these things called sonos, which means dream in Portuguese, but they're this light donut, and the bakery makes sweet or savory. So you can get this super delicious savory donut. Like my favorite, they had a cheese and ramps. It's a seasonal vegetable, I guess you would call, that has like a garlicky taste. So you just open it up and it was just gooey, cheesy, and garlicky, and it was amazing. And I highly recommend trying all the baked goods at these places.
Now, you said something about dream. It would be a dream to eat donuts every single day,
Yeah.
but we can't. But it's okay. Okay, so that's your Philly donut list. What if I'm outside the city? Where can I look for a fantastic donut?
Ooh, well, if you're in like Media, Delaware County or Delco, I would
Hey.
say Lynn Villa Orchards has a apple cider donut that is really, really good.
I
Um,
agree.
so I like to have it with a warm cup of apple cider. It
Mm.
complements the flavor.
Compliments it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that. Where else should we go?
Let's see here. So if you go to Jersey, I got two for Jersey. McMillan's in Haddon Township. They make a fantastic cut cream, and they also do a giant cut cream. So it's a donut about the size of like a pot. So you could basically buy one for like a
For
birthday
everyone.
cake. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you cut it like a pizza because that's how big it is. And then in Ocean City, New Jersey, if you're ever down the shore, there's one called Naughty Donuts. And they have one with pork roll, and they're all made to order. So you get to see them drop them and dress them up. That's a really good spot. And then I guess my last place, Curiosity Donuts. So they have a location in Doylestown Township, PA, but they do pop-ups here and there within Philadelphia. You just gotta follow them and you make sure you catch them. During the pandemic, they were popping up at Laurel, and there would be a line at 5:30 in the morning to get these donuts because they're so good.
Wow. I like that. It's right in their name, Curiosity.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for this great list of donuts that we should all try.
No problem. Thank you again for having me on. Happy eating, everybody.
Happy eating. We'll have links to Dave's food account, Feeding Time TV, in our show notes. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about the best spots to grab a donut in the city, tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.